see, we might be able to do portrait today if you just lean forward.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and get it a bit more back.
That works. Trying to find the balance here.
So it might work for the first time. But it would have to ideally be wait.
You ready? Because we are ready.
Eyes.
We have here too.
It's working.
This one. Oh, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, so we're live here. We'll need to click Instagram.
Go for it. Yeah.
Not yet. Or are we going live? We'll wait. We need to wait for this one to finish.
Yeah, but the it's gonna finish soon, isn't it?
Yeah. Then I'll click it.
Yeah, we'll.
I think Instagram's got this thing where it's longer.
Yeah.
Like you can record for more than an hour now.
What do you mean longer?
Lives.
Oh,
An hour and 30
longer.
minutes, I think. Yeah.
So, come on,
We're
let's
sitting for an hour.
stick on there. Because you're a good microphone, you know, like good mics do.
Hey guys, we're just setting up.
Yay!
But if you want to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. So like, you want me to check YouTube here or the live?
Yes, please. And I have to check it here. I'm gonna get my
Behind the scenes, guys.
behind the scenes. Your headphones, please.
It works.
Yeah, it's good. And because it's gonna go.
Then I need to click on Instagram.
Let's go now. Stand by.
This is checking connection. We are live. Okay.
This is 45 minutes warning. 45 seconds, no minutes.
No, for seconds. We're live on Instagram now.
Hello.
Loud.
We're gonna be live here in a minute. Now in a minute.
No, such a word. Now in a minute.
You ready?
Yeah.
Off we go.
Should I click on
I. Eva.
Is it 5?
No, it's
No,
not 5. We've got
In 5 minutes.
Yeah, but
In
I'm already
5
live
minutes.
on Instagram.
In 5 minutes
That's
we are
what I'm
live on how is it called? Oh no.
Right.
It's gonna push.
Farmhand.
Yeah, no, it's doing its thing for.
Yeah, but it's
Uh-huh.
1 second. That is finished. Now I have to either play something else or
Is it not?
to make the time.
Is it not playing?
It doesn't seem automatic, so it's not gonna be. So I'm gonna do 5 minutes here. That's all. And it's actually 5 minutes. So they thought about it. Yay!
We're live on Instagram as well already.
All right, let me just find. Yeah, we got it. Oh, how cute we look.
Yeah, I
How
know.
cute we look. How cute is that? Lovely. Guys, we're gonna be live in radio platform soon. So yeah, tune in or just stick around here because it's gonna be really amazing. We're gonna be talking about so many interesting things, and I know it's gonna bless your life. So yeah, stick around. Couple of minutes, that's all we need. Like how many? 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, we're gonna hit live. There we go. Oh, I like that music actually. Who's singing?
It goes straight there. Good.
Yeah. Hey, I love it. I love it. I'm loving the vibe. I'm loving the vibe. Me neither.
There we go. See, that's us.
Yeah. I know that I put it there.
Huh?
I put it there.
Oh,
No,
I thought it was already programmed.
no,
But yeah.
no. I manually insert. Awesome.
I didn't. I'll have to watch the Instagram ones to see if you can actually hear us.
Yeah, I have the Instagram. Yeah. So yeah. You here?
Hey,
Hey.
biggest fan.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Great. Can you see Coco?
You coming? Hey now.
Right.
It's
So
good.
everyone can hear us. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
So your phone. I don't know what
No,
is it. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
turn
aging
it.
up.
Yeah.
We're about to start. We're just waiting.
In 2 minutes and a half. 1 minute and a half. Whoa, that went quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo. So you do the intro. You
So
do
you're
the,
doing the meditation today.
you. I do the intro. Okay. Ready?
You're doing the intro. I'll do
Yeah.
the disclaimer. Okay.
Yeah. Ready? Come here. Jonathan. No. Of course. There we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Hugh Stevens, sydd yma. Chi'n gwrando ar...
I don't know what happened there. And here we go.
Hello, hello. Your sisters are back.
And more powerful than Eva. With Eva and
Yeah.
Zoila. Welcome to Guided 888. But before we do our lovely day, welcome to Guided 888, where we explore the unknown beyond the physical. We help you to connect with your life's purpose through guidance and guided meditation. Find your truth self and hold your light through guided meditations.
And don't forget our disclaimer. This is not a religious movement, and we don't promote religion. Instead, we encourage our listeners to keep an open mind, to do their own research, and find their own truth, rather than believing every word we say. If it resonates, please continue to promote your growth through meditation and love.
My name is Zoila Garman,
And I am Eva Latkowska.
and we are Guided 888. Awesome. Hello, Eva.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good, good. Welcome to everybody listening through radio platform every Monday.
At 5 p.m. UK time.
Yeah, because we appreciate your tuning, your synchronization, because today we have a very lovely but polemic topic, I will say.
Yeah, so we will be exploring today how we can shine our light and finding our purpose.
So the topic for today is find
Finding
your light or find your purpose.
Yes.
We were arguing. Well, not arguing, is
It's
it?
because the thing
Is
is,
it?
when you find your light,
Mm.
that is your, in a sense, your purpose.
It
When
is
you
your
are living
purpose.
your purpose, you
Yeah.
are shining light. And
Mhm.
so we're like, which one? Which one?
Yeah. So it's just a quick reminder that we are live on Instagram and on YouTube. And the names of our accounts are the same one is Guided 888 in YouTube and Guided 888 in Instagram. So if you want to see what we've been doing, what we have been doing throughout the whole week, and keep up to date with our work, you can find us on Instagram, where is that we are more active, right?
Yeah, Instagram is where we will most likely have direct messages with you guys. So if you want to have a soulful chat with us, we are open in our DMs and you can text us anytime.
And if you fancy listening on the radio, which has a better quality, you can do it by going to radio platform online.
So you just find it in our link. So if
Yeah.
you're on Instagram, you'll find the link to our link tree, and then you can click tune in and get the good quality.
I know. It's just exciting times after exciting times, Ava, because this is a time where we have been called to hold the light.
Mm.
And not only hold the light, but to share it with other light holders or people who are willing to hold the light as well.
So what does holding your light mean? Because there might be listeners who are like, what's my light? How do I hold light?
Well, light is everything that you consider to be truth to yourself.
Light is, yeah, for me, light is what brings you joy, like how you express yourself to your, to your truth. So when you are authentically yourself,
Yeah.
then you are shining your light.
Yeah.
When you're not hiding from who you are,
Yeah.
you're not hiding from your emotions, you're
Mhm.
not lying about who you are or what you've done,
Mhm.
you're just being super honest.
Yeah.
Then you are shining your light.
Yeah.
And when you're dimming your light is when you are, not truthful to yourself. You're holding yourself back from your potential.
Mhm.
You're not expressing yourself, and you're probably feeling a lot of resistance, and you're tuning into the resistance rather than going for what brings you joy.
Basically, light in simple words is lack of darkness. So whatever makes you you, whatever exposes your personality, who you are, what you believe, that is the light for you. But in this occasion, I think that we are adding that, but helping to progress in this earth, helping to grow in this earth. Light for me as well is to find out what's the secret about being yourself and how can you explain yourself, expand yourself to kind of become more of who you are, kind of become more of the things that you need. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and you mentioning obviously shining your light is, contrasting to the darkness.
Mhm.
And we can get stuck in the darkness being the bad thing,
Yeah.
but darkness isn't a bad thing. It is the unknown, simply. The unknown doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
If you walk into a new building, you don't know what's in there.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't mean
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like there's going to be ghosts or something. You just walk into a new room that you've never seen before,
Yeah.
and that in itself is putting light into the darkness. It's
Yeah.
like, or you're in the dark and you turn your flashlight on,
Put in order.
and then when you see, you become aware
Yeah.
of what's in front of you.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as shining your light. Is
Yeah.
you become aware of who you are at the core level.
Yeah.
And what makes you you. And I guess there's always going to be a bit of darkness. You're never ever going to be like fully light, I guess.
Mhm.
So yeah, just stay curious about that darkness. What else?
Explore.
What else is inside you? And that is, I think,
That's
going,
a great
yeah.
question. That's
No,
a good question.
and that's like going and stepping into your purpose. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we get stuck in what is my purpose, and you're trying
Labels.
to, you're trying to find like, oh,
Mhm.
it's becoming a doctor,
Mhm.
it's becoming a podcaster, it's
Yeah.
becoming I don't know,
Successful,
yeah,
money,
yeah.
money.
and
It's
that,
becoming something that people can see, you know.
yeah. So when you turn that light on and
Mm.
you look into that room and you find what makes you you,
Yeah.
then it's not about those labels anymore. It's about enjoying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's about enjoying and
What did I
about
say before, though?
aligning.
What did I say before? You
It's
were
not
like,
about the labels.
yeah, no, before that, what did I say? And you were like, yeah, great. And I forgot my point.
That's a great question you said.
Yeah,
when
no,
I
what was
said,
the question?
It's about finding yourself, finding your purpose.
Yeah. So it's like, I like literally lost it there.
I'm sure that we're gonna watch this and we're gonna be saying completely different things, but yeah, that's what I understand.
Yeah, you're staying curious about who you are, and
Yeah.
you're exploring who
Yeah.
you are, and
Yeah.
that is your purpose
Mm.
already. You don't have to
Being
get to that
curious.
point.
Yeah.
You don't have to like be like, okay, I'm a doctor, I fulfilled my purpose. It's never like I fulfill my purpose. You're
Yeah.
actually always on a journey
Yeah.
of self-awareness to find out more and more about
Your
who
calling.
you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And it's the remembering. That's, I think, the purpose. Like, obviously you're doing all the other stuff. You might be going for the doctor, you might be
Yeah.
writing books, you might be going in these different directions.
Yeah.
But that is not like fully the purpose. There's
Yeah.
so much more. Like, if
There's
you're
a
thinking
lot.
about soul level and reincarnation, there is more reason to why you're here, and not just to be a doctor.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some lessons for your evolution. You know, there's
Yeah.
something deeper than these labels that Zola was talking about.
Yeah. Because we are more than labels, and actually the labels are made by us.
By humans, yeah.
And in reality, when you want to change your personality or even your income, you change the labels. But it's happening in such a subtle, in such a soft movement and episodes in your life that sometimes we don't even realize we are changing labels. But it is the same thing like when you change your work, when you change your diet, when you change your routine. It's just changing labels, really.
Yeah, because there is literally no one way to live life. Whether you,
But then I think,
Mhm.
how can I find my light in such a lost world? What would you say will be the first thing? I know it's a question like it's a deep question, but then if we are talking about this, I think it would be fair for us to share some tips and some ways on how to find your light. Because my light can be dimmed.
Well, yeah.
It could be changed. It could be affected by the situations or surrounding us.
Well, yeah, because we usually our light is so hard. Like, it's such a deep question. It's like, how do you find your light? Is when you become self-aware. That's what the key. Because the thing is, when we're growing up, we're being programmed. I think that's the point you were making. That there's so many distractions.
So many
people
things we
tell
learn.
us what to do, how to live,
how to behave, what to do, what to say.
Yeah, it's obviously it starts with our parents. They're probably not doing it intentionally. They're just following what society says. And then they'll say, this is right, this is tradition, this is culture. Or, I was telling Zola about something that happened at home. It's like how to hold a fork. And
This is behavior.
This is an actual story here. Where we like at home, we had a discussion about family member holding a fork differently than everyone else. And so I stepped in and was like, who cares? Right? Who really cares about how someone is holding their fork? And there was this whole like the elderly generation being like, but this is tradition, this is how we've always done it. And I'm like, why did I even bring this up? Because it created such like not conflict, but like a heated discussion, tension about this fork. And it was really interesting how we're like literally put into a situation.
Yeah.
And obviously you probably grew up completely different to me with
Yeah.
a different culture.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when we're growing up, especially when we're really young,
Yeah.
our reality is like shaped.
It
we
is,
we we
yeah.
learn by comparing to the other person, like this is mom, this is dad, this is what mom does, this is what dad does, because I'm
And the meaning behind
yeah.
it.
And then we create all these meaning and relate to everything because someone else showed us the way.
Yeah.
And then so what it means to actually find your light is when you break free from anything out there, like any labels.
Yeah.
Question it. Like question why you do things. Question why do I feel like this about this? Especially if it's like triggering. If it's something that triggers you in a, let's say, negative way,
Yeah.
although negative does not mean bad.
It
It's just like it's like a way.
It's a different
It's different.
oscillation.
It's
That's
like
it.
you, yeah.
Different.
It's like you have a lemon and you have an orange, right? They're different fruits, right? So yeah.
Quickly, I want to
Yes.
say hello to Thunderstorm Music. Hello, who's tuning in through our Instagram. Guys, if you want to watch this live, as in video watching, yeah, go to our Instagram or to our YouTube, which is Guided888. Thank you very much for your support. We truly appreciate it, Fandom Music. We've been talking with him and he's been quite supportive. So I think it's fair to give you a shout. Thank you very much for your support. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Continuing with your topic.
Yeah. So finding your light is
Yeah.
just starting to maybe question a few things, like especially if they're triggering you, because if it causes you to feel a lot of resistance
Mhm.
or stress,
Yeah.
or maybe it's something that just brings up a lot of emotion,
Mhm.
maybe it's time to look at what meaning are you creating around a situation.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, I think we as humans will always create meaning.
We always be labeling.
Even we'll label all the time.
Yeah.
But like at least you can choose if you want to label something to make you feel better, or you can choose something that
Yeah.
will make you feel
Yeah.
maybe not so great.
Yeah.
So if something's triggering, then
Yeah.
it's like, what am I making this situation mean about me?
Mm.
Does it mean that this person doesn't love me? Does
Yeah.
it mean that I'm unworthy? Does it mean, it could be anything.
Yeah.
But start questioning where it's coming from, and don't judge yourself in the process, because that gets you stuck.
I think like that's a great tip, and is more complex than just labeling things. I would say is if you want to find your light, the first thing that you should do will be questioning things in order to grow, not questioning things in order to doubt them or mislead them or forget them or don't do them. Instead, like what we said at the beginning, we encourage our listeners to find their truth by finding meditation, researching, or something that you feel comfortable. Do something, but research is the key.
The best research is, I think, your own research, in the sense that when
it
we
is the one that gives you light. So
well,
yeah,
that's why we do the guided meditations, because
Mhm.
not enough people, we're rushing from day to day. And you know how, some people say we have these instincts, a gut feeling,
Mhm.
and you can only really listen to the gut feeling when you're still or you're open to it, right?
Mhm.
So I trust yourself more, because
Mhm.
sometimes we can go start researching and then we see both sides, and neither is right or wrong. I
Mhm.
feel sometimes it's you have these two opinions, and sometimes I get in the situations like, well, they're right because they say it like this, and then a completely opposite thoughts,
Mhm.
and they're saying this is the way, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I see truth in that, and then it's like, but how come
How can you see truth?
how
Yeah.
can it be that both
That's
sides are completely different, but are both true? And it's like, but I can see both sides, I can feel for both people, so what's actually true?
And that happens a lot. And that's when you start questioning things and you start liberating your mind to the taboos and, circumstances that you were told before. And then you start thinking on your own feet.
Mm.
questioning things like I suggested at the beginning, but questioning on the way to learn, to find out the truth. And not because you were told that XYZ are these meanings, they don't make it truth. Maybe that's somebody that were eager of power, of manipulating people, and because of the power chair on that time, it was imposed that XYZ, like the example I used, means different thing. But if you want to find the truth, like for example, of what we are saying, you just have to research. You just have to find yourself in a quiet place where you go
Mm.
quiet. That's another thing that
What-
leads to find your truth.
when when we do the guided meditations, we want to help you find the stillness,
Mm.
and in that stillness you can ask questions,
Yeah.
and then you'll be guided to the answer, and then the answer will be very specific towards you only. It will be your truth, because whether something's right for someone else might not be right for you, and maybe you have to go through a hardship because you will actually learn something from it, even though it's not great that you're going through this painful moment.
Mhm.
But sometimes it's necessary for you to find that truth or learn the lesson. And so we can't judge even the painful moments. Like,
Yeah.
we cannot blame other people for our painful. Hard to understand sometimes, because there are people who will do things,
Mhm.
but it's usually about them. It's not about us.
And do you know what's the funny thing? You can only learn from pain. There is joy,
Most likely.
and there are things that you keep on your heart from joy. There are good memories,
Mm.
but the pain will bring
The
you
thing
learning, will bring you skills.
the thing with the pain is we remember it more. Like when we have, how we remember more painful situations than we remember the good times, right?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
50-50.
Depends.
But like, I guess we latch onto the painful
Depends.
things more. So we will talk more about like how something has hurt us more
Mhm.
than how something has given us joy, right?
That is the destructive personality. If you
Oh,
have
yeah.
a behavior to go on destruction,
Mm.
you are bound to go to destructive thoughts. But if your personality is more positive, you will be bound to go to positivism and positive
Yeah, it's
thoughts.
training your brain. But I think a lot of society, though, is trained to think negatively because they're looking
Because,
for the problem
Mm.
to solve.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's almost like we're creating a problem so we can solve it.
Mhm.
So it's like people are like, their mind is focused on
Mhm.
like, I need a problem
Yeah.
to feel
solve
good,
it.
so I can solve it.
And then the funny thing is that many of the problems are caused by the same that brings the solution sometimes. You know what I mean? So that there is a hero at the end.
Yeah.
The hero mentality. We need a hero. We need
I need a
ourselves.
hero.
I know. We need ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Because
We-
if you don't have yourself, you won't probably get far.
We are the hero.
We are. We in collective. We are the hero. So that's one of the tips. Find ways of how to kind of argument, question what is happening if you want to grow and find your light, right?
Mm.
Another way I will say is get into a quiet place, like we were saying before, but I want to say this as a tip as well, because it is important to keep silence. And why I'm saying that, when you want to hear an answer, when you're going to get an answer, there's a lot of noise. That answer might pass you away, and you wouldn't even realize that the answer is hitting in your ears. But because there's a lot of noises,
Mm.
there's a lot of polluted environment, you wouldn't be able to achieve what you want or to hear your answer if there is a lot of noise. And that applies to many places and many stages in our life, physical and spiritually. If you're looking for an answer, let's say you're asking God, or you're asking the universe, or you're asking your ancestors, or you're asking your spirit guides, or to show you the light, to show you your purpose, why you are here. If you want to hear it, meditation is one of the ways. Even if you want to change of career, let's say you're a waiter, you want to go into software development, and anyways, in any form, if you want to create a positive change in your life, first step is to go into inside, into a quieter place.
Zola, this just reminds me what we were practicing yesterday with the
Mhm.
blindfold. Like me, like judging, and like we get so many like so much information,
Yeah.
but we're
Yeah.
not listening to it. So
Mhm.
it's like we're going through life, and we will get these signs of like where to go and things, but we don't pay attention to that. So the blindfold thing, so just for the audience to understand, is there's this kind of blackout blindfolds. So when you're like playing tag, you want to make sure that you can't see. So
Yeah.
there are specific blindfolds that do that. So when you put them on, you cannot see anything. It's complete darkness. And I put this on, and then you were showing me pictures.
Yeah, the first thing is
Yeah.
I bring you to a
Mhm.
quiet place in your mind.
Yeah.
That's the first step. Like I am, you see, what I am suggesting now, I practice it myself.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that you're gonna hear what you're looking for if there is a lot of noises. And if you hear what you're looking for, consider yourself lucky. But then because there's pollution, there is dirt, there is noises around, you might not get it completely or as it come or the feeling of it, right? So the first thing is to find yourself in a quiet place. Right?
Yeah,
Through
I mean,
breathing, we can get that easily.
yeah. So the thing, like, I guess the people who are advanced at this and meditate regularly, they can have a lot of noise around them. Like, let's say you're in a park with children running around and screaming.
Yeah.
You can find inner peace. You can find that stillness.
Definitely, yeah.
And it's like you go into your body.
Yeah.
And you lose sight of everything around you, and it's like your pure consciousness, and without a body, and it's like you're floating, and you're just alive, and it's so peaceful. Like I've had this during meditation, and it was just like all black, and I just knew I existed, and there was no like specific desire, because it was like I was just happy to be there, and that's all that mattered.
And that's all that matters. And then continuing with that, quiet place. Do you know that we were taught since we were a child to judge what we are here, what we are listening? It's kind of challenging what we are hearing, especially if we are closing our eyes and we are used to see with our eyes, right?
I think it also comes from like it reminded me of something I was reading when your parents question you. It's like, are you sure this happened?
Yeah.
Like, because
Yeah.
you're there. It's like, I saw this or this happened, and you're like, are you sure this happened? Did grandma really do this?
Yeah.
And then so you then start as an adult, you start questioning your own beliefs or what you saw and everything.
And then here's the thing. The big difference between the spiritual realm of reality and the physical is that the spiritual will only repeat you the things once.
You told me that as well, but I've also heard other people say that as well.
Yeah.
It's because the ego, if you like to look at it, is the ego, or the part of the noisy part of your head trying to protect you. So the ego, I think a lot of people, or some people think, ego's bad. Actually, ego protects you and is trying to keep you safe. And also, imagine with no ego, we're just happy with our lives. We wouldn't be driven or motivated to do anything. Yeah. So the ego is useful. We just got to use it in the right way. But anyway, so like just to explain the ego. The ego will be noisy. The ego will tell us, don't do this. Are you sure you want to do this? Like it'll start creating all these excuses or stories around a certain situation. Yeah. But the inner voice, your true voice, your guidance, or your inner compass, I like to call it, that is, it will tell you once, and it will be so calm and peaceful.
Subtle.
So yeah, subtle. And we question that because we're used to
Mhm.
all the noise.
And there's another thing. It's only repeated once, right?
Yeah, that's why you don't ask twice. You ask once and you receive
You
one.
could ask as much as you can,
Yeah,
but you will receive the one answer.
yeah, exactly.
And then after that, the answer makes space for your ego because one cannot be hold at the same time. It's like two different poles, like X and Y, cannot be at the same time, at the same. Just zero means zero, but it's either X or Y. For
Mm.
example, I know you can combine X and Y in math, right?
Yeah.
But as an example, imagine you can only have X or Y.
Mhm.
You can only have your answer or your ego kicking in. And that's why your ego start imagining and give you a different answer. But if this doesn't happen, this is a possibility that this may happen. And then your mind start to freak out with being floated with all these possibilities and all this scarcity, all these thoughts. And here is where anxiety kicks and continue to give you more thoughts and more things. So the reason why your answer is given once and it's the first one that's given is because the spiritual reality is all about connection on energy connection basically. You connect, you have the truth.
Mm.
See? You don't have like, well, maybe, well, let's connect this way, which means like we are connected, but in reality we are not. No, that doesn't exist. It's respected.
Mm.
It's unique. It's 1 + 1 = 2.
Mm.
No more than that. No less than that.
I think if you start asking the same question over and over again, then you get other answers because let's say your guidance or your guide will be like, okay, well, this person wants more. So then it gives you what you want. It gives you more, but it's not the truth anymore because,
I think the guidance is given you once,
yeah.
and then your mind start wanders.
Yeah.
And then that you take it as a guidance, but in reality, your guidance is the one that you ask at the beginning. So if you are talking how to find your light, and the first thing that is given to you is get to a quiet place and start meditating, take it, use it, do it, practice it. And then if you want to put it into questioning, do it after you've done it. So you see the results.
Yeah.
Because that should work. Or at least place you in the place that you should be in order to follow the next step.
I was just like thinking about, you know how some people say they wish they could record their dreams?
Mm-hmm.
Like exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can
I
like,
wish I could do that.
yeah, if you're like meditating and you get so many answers, because sometimes what happens, like even when we were meditating last night or the day before, like I would, sometimes after a long time you kind of drift off, and then it's like you're half in, half out, and you're kind of going into dream state.
Yeah.
So then you don't remember what you meditated on.
Mm-hmm.
So like imagine that device that would just record like your guidance, like literally.
That would be so cool, though.
I guess that's why I like channeling, because you can record yourself.
Yeah.
You can you see famous channelers and like it's all recorded and you get it directly. Or I like automatic writing. I write it down and then at least I can go back to it.
Which reminds me how we got the topic for today.
Yeah, literally.
Which is it's just funny because you sit there and you'll never remember what happened.
You want to go through your experience today?
Well, we're gonna go later, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to do the meditation, anyways. We're gonna meditate actually to teach how to find your light or how to find your purpose. If you still have any doubt or anything like that, but it's just funny that when you channel, you don't remember what happened, and that's the reason why I recorded it, because I wanted to remember a couple of No, I wanted to remember it, but there were words I didn't understand, and then
Mm.
after I listen and I'm like, okay, find this word, find it.
Mhm.
I found that word, and then it all makes sense
Yeah.
because there are deep words that are used that we don't normally use on our colloquial
Yeah.
day-to-day speaking, right?
Yeah.
But because that word holds a different meaning,
Mm.
they tell us, and then if we have any questions, we go and do the research.
I love how
Do
you.
the research.
Yeah.
You see?
I love how you're always like research this word, check this out,
Yeah.
tell me what this means, and it's like questioning, and then
Mm.
I would like look for it, and then
Mm.
you're like, this makes so much sense now, right?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
it's how I got my soul name, Mer.
Yeah.
Also, I'm like, what does this word mean? And then I googled it, and it made so much sense afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're gonna go into the meditation, and this is where we can, find our light, find our purpose, and find our truth.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna go into the meditation. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I'll go with the disclaimer while Zoila finds the meditation track for us.
Fabulous.
So yeah, guys, we are going into our guided meditation, and it's important that you do not attempt this while driving, because we are going into really relaxed states. And when you're very relaxed, obviously, you don't want to have a car crash, or you don't want to cause any accidents. So don't do it while driving, and don't do it while using any machinery, or if you need to really focus on a task. And so, yeah, so if you guys could find yourselves a very comfortable position, you can be seated in the lotus position. You can also just sit in a chair, or you can lie down with a blanket and like make yourself really comfortable. Just be aware that some people may fall asleep if they're lying on your back. I mean, it's not bad if you fall asleep, but if you want to remember, maybe stay awake. Um, so yeah, Zola, are you ready?
Yeah, let's start. Then
Let's start.
we are gonna do this meditation to help everybody to find their lives. So let's get on a comfortable position. Let's breathe deeply together now. One more time. Let's breathe deeply and hold it for 4 seconds now. Exhale. I want you to know that you are safe, that you are welcome. This place is your safe place, is our safe place. You are safe, you are loved, you are welcome, regardless of your circumstances. Your value by default is immense. Follow me in this journey to find an answer to your most deepest question. I'm gonna count till 10. And when I reach 10, we are gonna imagine that we are in this green, beautiful field. Let us start. 1, 2, 3. Breathe deeply now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are, we are here. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful green field with green grass. If you look to your eyes, your right hand is shining, your body is shining, your body is shining. If you look over your shoulder, you will see butterflies, wild animals, peaceful animals. You feel at peace. If you look towards your left, you will see flowers, multiple colors. If you look at your feet, you will see you are glowing. You will see a path in front of you. Let's start walking. What can you see? There is a tree at the end of this pathway. Beautiful, flamboyant, is red and green and so many colors. Let's walk together. It's a beautiful place. Look around, enjoy. This is you. This is peace. This is your quiet place. We keep walking towards this beautiful tree. We will be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch your hands and touch it. How beautiful is that? Feel free to do as you please. The first idea that you have, if you are a tree hugger, hug the tree. You might find some messages here. Let's find the message that we are looking for. There are some friends around here, maybe people you haven't seen before. Maybe different beings holding a message, special message for you. And then you ask, what is my purpose? How can I find my light? Look around this tree, walk around the tree, and you will find someone there waiting for you with the answer that you need. So you make contact with that person and you ask, what is my purpose? What is my light? Right. Don't doubt
the answer that you've been given. Don't doubt the answer if you hear anything. The first thought you have in your mind, that is your answer. Do you have any other questions? Because it's time to ask. How can I reach there? I'm asking. You can ask, how can I reach there? You notice this person is giving you an answer. You notice this being is giving you an answer. You notice this guider, this messenger, this angel is giving you an answer. Listen quietly. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt that is your answer. Do you have another question? Because this is the last question we will be asking to this guider, to the angel, to the messenger. Are you ready? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to think about your answer, or about your question, or about the message that you wanna transmit. Now, 3, 2, 1. What is your question? Ask. And here is your answer. Listen quietly. Don't doubt it. It is your answer. Now I want you to remember your 3 given answers. Look at the entity, to the messenger, or to the angel that is talking to you. It's just saying you are safe here. You're here to help, to support, and you're welcome here every time you want to come back here. We are you, you are us, and there's nothing that can separate us from being together. It's our will to help you and to help you develop. It's in our interest to guide you, to support you. We are here even when you can't see us. This is your truth. You are loved. You are welcome. You are safe. Now, as a way of gratitude, express words of enjoyment, express words of gratitude to this messenger and to the message, to the answers. Don't doubt it. The answers are your answers. Don't doubt it. Now we are gonna walk back to the same place, the same path we were walking before. saying thank you. We are really grateful for these answers. We are really grateful for these answers. We walking back in 3, 2, 1, walking around the tree, looking at our glowing body, glowing feet, glowing arms and legs. Look at the field, how beautiful it is. One step after another, going back to the initial grass point. Green grass, butterflies, flowers. Now we are more clear as to who we are, what we do, how to find our lights. We're gonna join our point of first reference in 10, 9, keep walking, 8, 7, breathe deeply, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe deeply now. You can feel your body start moving your toes slightly, your fingers. You can feel your shoulder now. You are backing yourself in 3, 2, 1. Breathe deeply now. You may open your eyes. Awesome. Thank you very much for following us. We truly appreciate your time. We truly appreciate you tuning in with us. It is really grateful to have you around. And if this helped you to find your light, to find your purpose somehow, we want to see you in our Instagram and on YouTube as well. It's guided 888. We're going to quickly do the 3 lines of cards.
Should I talk about my experience?
Please do, yeah.
So, yeah, my whole body was glowing. I was on a field with grass. Actually, when you said that the flowers, there were flowers and animals, they were all glowing. It was like I couldn't even really see any eyes. It was just like a silhouette, and everything was glowing.
Mhm.
Everything was kind of like light. And I went up to this tree, and that tree had these long branches, and it hugged me, and like I hugged the tree, and then the tree hugged me back, and it didn't want to let go of me.
Love you.
Then like I went to the other side, and there was a being, and that being was also kind of light but more material. Like it had more of a physical experience.
Yeah.
It kind of like at some point like pushed me towards the tree again. So I was standing in front of it, and it would like push my chest, and I like my back would be against the tree, and the tree kind of hugged me. And then like when you said, the second question of the tree like swallowed me, and I became the tree. So I was inside this hollow tree, but I was like, I turned into like a seed. And the message was that I am the seed of the world. I am the seed of the world, and I am all creation in a sense. I am everything. So I'm just like floating in this tree as the seed. But the thing is, like, from me can grow anything, and I am already the world in a sense. That was kind of the message for me.
Awesome. Yeah, I was given similar message as well,
Nice.
but it was more like we are here to move masses, to
Mm.
move society, to let them know that there are other ways, more complete ways to become a full, powerful human. And we are one of the seeds actually used to become to start the revolution, the revolution, the movement,
Mhm.
the change, the change that is needed. So I want you guys in this moment, if you're listening, please choose between the numbers 1 and 3. I have 3 piles here, and don't doubt it. I have my numbers already. It's just something that happens naturally. The first number you have, that's your card. So what I'm gonna say is in this first pile, if you have chosen number 1, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have a Page of uh, Swords, and we have as well Full Moon in Virgo. When I see these, it's just about development, following your dreams, and that will give you stabilities and financial stability, but most of all emotional stabilities. It's kind of questioning here what you're going
I
through
just read
with
the comment. That was nice.
training. I can't, I haven't read any. What comments?
No, on Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram, yeah. Oh, nice, yeah. So yeah, that's pile number 1. If you're worried about your studies, or if you're worried about any particular line in your life, like, don't worry, just keep doing, just actively do. If it's the number 2, it was the one that I chosen for, and the number I was given, I have the 7 of Swords, I have the 9 of Wands, and I have as well South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. This is just, you see, I'm not making it up. The same cards are talking about the same thing. Yeah, you're troubled because you are feeling the heaviness of your past. However, the 9 of Swords is telling you you always have our back. You always have our ways. So the 9 of Wands, sorry, is telling you keep going, keep going. There is still so many things you can do. Keep going. It's time to overcome limiting beliefs and don't allow what you did in the past to stop you from growing on the present. And basically, the North Node is saying don't let your past to hold you back. So it's really powerful here. And if you're choosing the number 3, we have 4 of Pentacles, we have Page of Pentacles, and we have as well the full moon in Gemini. Basically, it's saying the answers you need are coming. And the 4 of Pentacles is actually asking you to go within yourself and hold your truth. You want to get your light, you want to get your purpose, just hold your truth, go within. And the answers that you are looking for are soon arriving. Just keep going, just go within, because Page of Pentacles is gonna come towards you. It's gonna give you a lot of fulfillment. It's gonna make you feel fulfilled, gonna make you feel like your answers are, or your questions are answered. What pile do you choose?
3.
Oh, there you go. And she's having like this small smile within, like, yeah, that's mine.
It was funny because we were at your house and I was
Mm.
pulling out cards and literally every single card said the exact same thing. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I was like, why are you asking again over and over?
I wasn't even
Just-
asking anything. They were just falling out.
The same thing, same answer. If that's the same question, you're gonna receive the same answer. It's just they were quite humble, repeating the same answer. Another quick thing I want to say, and I don't want to bound maybe that much, but we can do another session with that. We had a very nice weekend where we meditated together. We had the time together, and we took like over a night to get all the things sorted. And on one of those days, we saw a UFO.
Yeah. We saw something.
We saw something is not a star. It was too big to be a star. It was too round to be an airplane. It was really big. And it was fluctuating or shining on and off.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It wasn't an airplane, 100%. Like,
Well, it came and went. So.
yeah, the light came, but it was quite round. That's why
It
I'm
was,
saying
it was
wasn't
like very bright and big. in a
very
sense.
bright, big, and round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite far, but like obviously it was far because it was in the sky.
Mhm.
But it was a really lovely thing to see. So we're super grateful that we,
Yeah.
whatever it was,
It took the kindness to show to us.
Yeah.
Because it was, when you see something like that, it's because it's meant for you to see it.
we were like lying down on the floor and we were looking at the window and just observing really.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? To observe, to be observant, to research, and to be of light, which is really good.
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Yes.
Eva, is there anything else that you want to say to our audience?
Well, I'm very grateful for our audience.
Yeah.
We see the comments. I actually feel pretty happy that we're receiving the love. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much to everybody tuning in on our Instagram, on our YouTube or radio platform. We're gonna be here on Mondays at 5 p.m. UK time, so make sure to put it on your calendar, or to come with us either online or, well, it's online only.
Yeah.
But,
if you've got
yeah.
any questions or topics that you want us to discuss in future episodes, please let us know and we will tailor to your needs as we are here for humanity.
Yeah, we're gonna be here
every Monday at 5 p.m. UK time at radio platform.
exactly, and which means we're gonna be here anyways, and we hopefully gonna see you next Monday.
Awesome. See you soon.
Yeah, just make sure to go to our Instagram and YouTube and follow us. See you soon. This is Guided 888. Let's say it again. This is Guided 888. Sending you love. Ooh.
that tap at the end was so perfect. And